Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review Spiritfarer. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about 30 bucks. The game is 75% off right now until January 5th, 2023, so if you like what you see here, I highly recommend that you pick it up. The game is definitely worth the $7.50 that it is right now. So you may see that the game has the Farewell Edition. The game was recently updated to include more spirits. And what do I mean by spirits? Well, in this game, you are going to be like a fairy master of sorts, and you're going to be finding spirits in this map that you're going to be traveling across. And you're going to be learning about them. You're going to be completing quests for them, but ultimately you're going to be trying to ferry them into the afterlife. There's a special location on the map, and after you've done everything that you need to do for that character, they will request to finally move on from this world. And I gotta say, it's kind of morbid, but at the same time, it's a very addicting and satisfying game. There's a management aspect to this game that I'm really enjoying. Lots of resource collection. You can refine resources in various stations, but it was difficult for me to get invested in a character or two, ones that I really liked. Some I didn't care about, but others that I came across, and as I learned about them, I didn't want them to go. I wanted them to stay on the ship. But unfortunately, when they leave, they give you a resource that you need to upgrade your ship and better it. So you kind of have to let these people go, or these spirit animals, as you'll see, go as you get the option to do so. So I don't want to spoil this game too much, because this is one of those experiences that you'll need to sort of just you need to play it for yourself. If I spoil how to do certain things and when to do it and why to do it, that sort of takes away from the experience. But I will say you'll be doing a lot of map hopping, trying to figure out what to do next, and you'll be actually gaining new skills over time. Like you'll get a double jump and a dash and a glide and different things like that that will help you reach new areas that you weren't able to reach before, and of course you'll meet new spirits. What I'm going to do is just quickly show you the options menu. This is the audio settings here, and just pause if you want to see any of this in greater detail. There's video options here. Under game, again, some typical stuff, run in background. Highly recommend that. That way you can, do other things while you're waiting for your boat to get from point A to point B. There are fast travel spots, and you can just instantly travel to, like, these bus stations. Again, I don't want to spoil that, because it's kind of a cute character that manages that. But anyway, controls, you can rebind. There's also local co-op. Your character Stella, you can't change Stella. She's always Stella, and there's a reason for that, which I won't spoil. And she always has a cat following her. And with local co-op, you can actually have a friend play as Daffodil, the cat. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. I've never really done that. The cat really doesn't do much, except during cute animations where, like, you're trying to cut down a tree, the cat will, like, grab the saw with its teeth, and it'll just sway back, and it's so cute. Anyway, so I'm gonna hit continue, and there's multiple playthroughs. I've beaten the game, and as you can see on the very top playthrough, I've spent 24 hours on that playthrough. So just to beat the game, 24 hours-ish, to 100% it, that's going to be another 3 or 4 hours, I think, maybe less. You can, do as much as you want, when you want typically, but in order to actually beat the game, you have to see so many spirits move on before you'll reach the end game dialogue. Again, don't want to spoil that. I'm going to go ahead and load up the 1% one that I just started specific for this playthrough. And here, this is my boat. And this is your small boat that you start with. And you'll be adding structures to this in order to upgrade. You'll get stations, you can refine materials. Up on the top here is a blueprint station, kind of sort of, where you can edit and move things around. This is like tutorial section, so there's not a whole lot here to show you yet. I'll load the other one and show you more about that. And you'll come across these characters. I don't want to spoil anything, but this is the first one that you get whenever you start the game for the first time. You'll learn about this character as you play. Eventually, you'll see them on into the Everdoor, which is where you need to go in order to have them cross over. Inside your boat, there's a map, and it's a fairly big area. Again, there's... If I zoom out, I don't know if I can zoom out and show you every... I mean, it's a huge map. Some locations are blocked by impassable barriers that you won't be able to get through unless you upgrade your boat in a certain way. Again, so you'll have to, like, cross these creatures over in order to see more of that. Again, there is a fast travel system. There's a little bus there. You'll come across these crates. So if I hit E, and I'll go to that location, and these crates just sit in the water for me to pick up, and I'll be able to get some resources if I want. On the very top left, you can see I guess it's like an estimated time to arrival bar. When that fills up, then I'm there. Upper right-hand corner is the time of day. Yes, there is a night time, and your ship does not move at night. So you can go to sleep in your cabin. There is a fishing minigame that you can do at any time if you're on your boat. Certain areas have more difficult fish. Unfortunately, the game does not tell you where certain fish are, so you kind of have to figure that out as you play. I admittedly had to use Wiki in a few places because I didn't know how to progress. And there's also a couple of, I want to say, game-breaking bugs, but there was an issue where I was trying to complete a quest. Specifically, there was a hat that I had to don. Yes, you can actually change your outfit in this game with different colored clothes. I was trying to do that, and the game didn't recognize it, and I had to actually quit the game completely, load it back, and then it progressed. So just quitting the game and restarting it seems to fix most of these cases. But in some situations, you know, I felt like, well, I did what it asked me to do, and now it won't let me progress. What's the deal? So as you can see, I'm coming across that hotspot location. I can jump around. There's platforming in this game. It's kind of light, but it's also very annoying sometimes. Trying to reach certain locations is just annoying, especially when you start unlocking abilities like, you know, double jump or dash, and you're trying to combine all of these things that you've learned to reach where you haven't been able to reach before, trying to glide halfway across the map with your hat. You just sort of float down. This is an event. You'll come across various events on your map for resources, like there's jellyfish, for example, and it's another mini game. This game has a lot of mini games in it. The bright jellyfish here, you'll have to they'll go from right side to left side, and you just catch them by running into them. There's another minigame when you're trying to catch lightning. By standing on the spot where it's about to strike, it'll spark. And then if you get there before it strikes, then you'll catch it in a bottle automatically. Little things like that. But you'll be getting all these different resources to, you know, essentially upgrade your boat and other things. There is a shipyard that you can go to. You'll be going here often to upgrade your boat in various ways. What you see here is, again, just the very beginning of the game. I'm going to save and quit, and I'm going to load up now my 80%. I'm going to try really hard not to spoil. I just want to show you the size of my current boat and everything I've got on it. You can farm in this game. You collect seeds. You come in here. You can water them. You can play music even to make them grow faster. But yeah, you can come in here. There's a vegetable farm, and you can upgrade these via your blueprint table. So I can, you know, plant some sunflowers if I want, or some corn, and likewise. If you travel on the map to a location with rain, those get watered automatically. Here's a better look at the boat and everything that you'll see. Again, I don't want to spoil it, but there's ore, there's fruit, there's vegetables, there's orchards, there's like a sawmill and blacksmith, and then you're going to be building houses for these creatures as they come aboard your vessel to make them happy, and you can upgrade them. There is a Sims-esque kind of like need system where your creatures on the boat, they will want food, they will want to be happy. So, and if they are happy, then they do things for you. One might fish, one might collect resources, or whatever. But build menu, there's just a ton of things that you can build. That's just the one tab. These are all the different houses and, some other things like lounges and the like. But again, I don't want to spoil too much of that. Yes, the game has been out for a while, but I don't want to spoil what's going on here. You can freely move things around the environment, and that will adjust housing in various ways. Like some houses have, tops to them that are pointed, but if you put something on top of them, that becomes flat. Ladders will also automatically appear as you readjust things, just so that you can reach those locations better. So yeah, you can edit. That's cool. You can improve locations. Like if I come down here and try and improve this cow stall, if I spend the appropriate required materials, I can totally do that. I guess I'll show you how large the map actually is, again, without trying to spoil anything. There is a wandering merchant that you can trade with on occasion, but I'm just trying to zoom out to show you the scope of this. It is very, very... And I haven't seen everything either. There's an entire section down here that I have not gone into yet. So, again, I'm at 80% right now, but the map is fairly big, and there's plenty to see when you actually, when you get to that point. Yeah, so taking care of livestock, collecting resources, keeping people happy. I will save and quit this one and load the other one just to show you, like, talking to spirits and trying to keep them happy. I'm pretty sure I can do that in this tutorial. We'll find out. It's pretty simple. If you talk to someone, there's food, there's hug, and mood. If I click on mood, you can see what their favorite food is, what they like, what they don't like. Some spirits, animals, whatever, won't eat certain foods, so you have to only give them things that they like. And you can see they're optimistic about the new journey, was recently hugged, and depending on their mood, they will do bonus things for you. That's kind of cool. They will not eat the same food twice, so you kind of have to figure out, just kind of keep track of that. If you try and give them the same things twice, they'll get mad at you and, get annoyed, and then you have to give them something else. I'll stop really showing you much more than this. Again, this is more of one of those experiences that you just have to discover on your own. And I totally recommend this game. My only real complaint with it is some of the platforming was frustrating and annoying. There's certain places that I really annoyed with, because like I was trying to get to a location and I had to fight the controls in order to get there. Another thing, certain locations will tell you what is at those locations. Like if I hover over crates, for example, it says seeds, treasures, wood, ore. You'll find various like islands that you can travel to, and those islands will tell you there's a shrine here for upgrading your skills. You'll find apples here. You'll find these berries here. There's a spirit that you'll eventually be able to get to your boat. If you do a certain thing that they require, they'll come to your boat, and then their whole quest line starts. Yeah, a lot of this is, it's a very chill game. There's no time limit. So you are free to go back and forth as much as you want, explore. Around 10-20%, like I was actively trying to revisit locations I've already been to reach places that I couldn't before because I didn't have like double jump or dash or glide or whatever. Around 50%, the map got so overwhelming for me, I just gave up on that completely. You'll find various food recipes in the game that you can cook, and there's always little areas that have secrets in them that you want to keep an eye out for. So if you are serious about a game that, like if you're one of those people that have to 100% a game, you'll spend a lot of time here trying to figure out all of this and remember, okay, where was this location? That brings me to another complaint I have. There's no way to note take in this game. You have to, like, maybe on a separate piece of paper go, okay, I found this place here. I can't reach it because possibly I need double jump or something. There's no way to, like, keep track in game of, certain locations and what you need. Yeah, the location tells you what's there, but it doesn't tell you what stopped you from progressing there. So you kind of have to either make a mental note or write it down somewhere and keep your own separate notes. Again, on occasion, I did have to wiki something because the quest line wasn't exactly 100% forthcoming, and I was confused on what to do next. A lot of times I was bouncing around the map just trying to figure out what to do next. I tried to stick it out as long as I could. Again, on occasion I had to wiki and say, okay, what am I missing? How do I progress this game finally? Because I can't figure it out. So this game isn't perfect by any means. However, the animations are great. The boat building is fantastic. The resource collection and management is fantastic. The exploration is kind of cool. Platforming, the story itself is fantastic, and I liked getting new characters, and it actually tugged at my heartstrings a little bit to actually let them go. It is not possible to keep everyone on your boat. It's just not possible. You have to see them on in order to get things that you need to progress your boat further. But you are free to a limited degree to explore their quest lines in the order of your choosing. So you might always get like these 4 creatures initially, whatever. But you can focus on this one or this one and this one. Eventually you have to cross them over, but you're free to do them in your own order that you wish, assuming that their quest line isn't locked behind an ability or skill that you need. So yeah, do I recommend Spiritfarer? Yes. I forgot to mention the soundtrack. Great soundtrack. It's fantastic, and you can listen to it on YouTube if you want. But yeah, this game is 75% off right now on Steam. I highly recommend you check it out. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Take care.